Hi guys, I have not vlogged in an eternity, and so much has happened, and I want to catch you guys up right now. So first things first, I finally hung up this artwork. It wasn't even that hard to hang up. It already had the hardware on the back. It already had the wire on it. All I had to really do was find the studs on that wall and put screws in the wall and hang her up. It was so easy. Okay, so I know I haven't vlogged in a long time, and I think it's actually been several months now, and so I definitely wanted to go ahead and vlog and kind of catch you guys up because a lot has happened since the last time we spoke. This is for an upcoming video. I know you guys have been waiting probably forever for the freaking part 2 of the Hemi gouache review, and I'm so sorry that I got caught up in life and did not create that, because basically I created an artwork with the Hemi gouache, and this is what I created, and I decided that I need to give it a better chance than this. And so that's what you're seeing right there. Keep in mind that I'm new with gouache in general, so anything that I say is going to be kind of based on the fact that gouache is kind of a new medium for me. So even though it's a review, it's not meant to rip apart Hemi gouache, because a lot of it's going to be my own personal opinion when it comes to like what I think about gouache as a medium. But I did use Reeves gouache before, so I will be comparing the two of them. Also, in a way, I'll be talking about the differences that I feel like I've seen in the two different gouaches. But anyway, so what has gone on? And first off, I'll go ahead and show you what I've been working on. So of course I've been working on this, which, oh my gosh, this is a piece that your girl has been working on for way too long. I need to just focus on that piece. I need to get that piece done, like ASAP, but I've been putting off, okay, this ugly tripod needs to go out of the view. I don't know where to put it. I just know that some pieces take me an eternity to finish because I put them off in some way, like maybe there's a part of the painting that intimidates me or makes me kind of like, I don't really want to do that, like that's like really hard and that's like gonna be really a lot of work and gonna take a lot of research, gonna take a lot of reference photos, gonna take a lot of contemplation. Those are the pieces that I usually drag my feet on. But this kind of piece right here is everything. Like, it's called attachment, and I love paintings when I can just focus on a face and maybe hair. And this one has a face, it has hair, it has butterflies, and it has a little room inside her skull. So that one's really intriguing to me right now. I've been working on it lately, finally, after putting it, not really putting it off, but like putting it on hold for a little bit while we took care of some house stuff. So what the heck happened with the house? Well, we had some flooding in the bathroom down here, and the bathroom is right on the other side of that wall right there. And what happened is water came through the wall, and it was down underneath the leg of my easel, and it was in this corner, kind of like in a V shape. So basically, just picture water seeping under a wall. That's how it was. It was not a puddle, it was basically seeping into the drop cloth and such. But when you went into the restroom, right after you noticed that happening and you went into that bathroom right next door, behind that wall, there were puddles in there. So that's why the water seeped into here, is because there was flooding in there. So basically what happened, and I'm just going to use this as a tripod because why the heck not? Like, I don't even mind. I'm going to use this as a tripod. This is just better. So basically what happened was there was not a leak. It wasn't like a water leak. It was, hold on, let me move you guys. That lovely outlet. Okay. It wasn't like a water leak. It wasn't a water line. It was, wastewater was coming back up our drains, okay? And since this is the basement, this is where that was coming up from. So let's say I took a shower upstairs, or washed a load of laundry upstairs, or did some dishes upstairs. That water comes down the pipes, down to the basement, and down into under the house. And if there's a clog and it can't get to the street, meaning it can't get to the sewer, like the city sewer, then it will just come back up in your house. And that is what happened. And that sounds disgusting, but that is what happened. It's still septic water, and it is the worst water that you can have, as they say. So we had to have people come and clean up. We had to pull this drop cloth. It wasn't this drop cloth. This is a new drop cloth. And I've only been down here in this studio, using the studio, for about 6 to 8 months. So keep in mind that everything in here was basically new. Like the drop cloths, all of those have been new for like 6 to 8 months. So I was having to rip up the drop cloth I felt like I had just installed just a few months prior, and I had to buy a new drop cloth and put it down. But anyway, I've also been growing some plants, and I wanted you guys to see. Sorry if it's getting kind of dark. It's like it's been really overcast and rainy outside lately. It's been really it's been raining like a ton. And anyway, so I've got these Sweetalyssum little babies right here. They're really tiny little seedlings. And I've got some bachelor buttons right here. I don't know if you can really see them that well in this lighting, but they're doing pretty decent. I've got some forget-me-nots right here. You can kind of see them popping up. They're really like down in there right now, but. And I've got, what else do I get? And then my favorite thing right now, I've got some spinach. Look at this! They're already so big. They're already so tall. Like, oh my gosh. So yeah, I've got spinach going, and I'm really excited because I've not grown food myself before. I've grown, I'm gonna move my little plants over so I can use this as a tripod. This is gonna be like, these plants are gonna be like, excuse me, I don't wanna be there. Uh-oh, is this gonna stay? I don't know, hopefully it doesn't fall. I've not really grown plants. I've not really grown my own food, since I was like a kid. And I did that with my parents, and so I kind of let them do all of the actual growing work. And my brother and I mostly just harvested. Like, we harvested the tomatoes. We had to like go through the tomatoes and decide like what tomatoes were actually good and that we were gonna eat. We had to throw out what was like rotten looking or whatever. But anyway, so that's been a long time ago. I was probably in middle school or high school when we did that, so I don't really remember a lot of the caring of the plants themselves. Like, I mostly just remember like harvesting the stuff and just sometimes seeing my dad caring for the plants. So I am a complete newbie with growing my own food, but I'm really excited about it because I like that I'm kind of learning all of this kind of at the same time, because like I've been working on growing flowers over the past year or two, and now I am working on growing food. So I think it'll be really great to do both at the same time. And the reason that I say that is because flowers can bring pollinators in to your crops, and also it just makes your garden more beautiful if you have flowers mixed in with your fruits and vegetables. But yeah, so I've got several little things here that I am trying to grow, and I only showed you guys the ones that were actually sprouting, because who wants to look at all these cups of dirt, basically. But I am trying to grow, I'll read them to you. Sweetalyssum, bachelor button, my camera stopped. Anyway, so I've got I've got Sweet Alyssum Bachelor Buttons, Lavender, Rosemary, Liatris, Poppy, Joe Pye Weed, Coneflower, Verbena bonariensis, Common Milkweed, Forget-Me-Not, Spinach, Cilantro, Parsley, and Delphinium. And now, granted, like I said, I'm still a newbie to all of this stuff, so I'm still figuring it all out, and any tips are much appreciated. Like, I just this year found out that I'm not supposed to put my seedlings in direct sunlight. A year ago, I was putting all my seedlings in direct sunlight, and I did not know that I'm not supposed to do that. And what I mean by direct sunlight is, I was putting them in all of my south-facing or south-facing windows. And this is a south-facing window, but now I have my lace curtain here. I don't know if you guys can see that really well, but it actually cuts down a lot on the light, but yet they still get, it's more like, I would call it dappled sunlight. So far, it's been doing really good for at least these plants that are sprouted. But as for the other plants, I'm not really sure. I think that since I only planted these a week ago. So, well, by the time you see this footage, it'll be longer. But keep in mind, I'm showing you the sprouts now, and as of right now, like that, these really tall sprouts, those, I just planted those a week ago. Maybe a week and a day ago. So I think it's really insane, because that particular plant said it was going to take like 10 to 15 days to germinate. Well, it didn't take that long. So that's pretty cool. So hopefully all of these plants like this particular light condition for at least when they like first grow. I recognize that they're all probably going to need different things once they get bigger. But anyway, but yeah, I recently found out that your seedlings are not supposed to be in direct sunlight. I did not know that. So anywho, I'm still learning this stuff, and hopefully all of this grows. There are some plants that I struggle growing. Like, I really struggle growing delphinium, foxglove, and poppies. And I'm trying to grow some poppies and some delphinium right here. So we'll see how it goes. Maybe this curtain and this dappled light will do them some good. Plus, we've had a lot of overcast days, so we haven't really had a lot of bright sunlight the past week or so. So these seedlings are like, you know, the seeds that haven't popped up yet are probably like waiting for more sun, to be honest with you. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this vlog. I know it was probably like way too long, but I wanted to catch you guys up on everything. It's been really crazy and intense, but I've also been seeing some things outside popping up. So my tulips are sprouting, my anemones are sprouting, my alliums, those have been sprouting for like months actually, and my daffodils. So all of that stuff has been sprouting, and I have like 11 eyes on my peony that I've had for a few years. So it looks like the garden is going to have some really amazing things happening in it, but there's still a lot for me to learn, and there's still a lot for me to work on. And I know that not everything's going to go my way. I know that like a lot of things are going to go wrong, and that's fine. I'm still figuring this stuff out, but I have so many seeds. And if you guys want to see like all my seeds and all my gardening supplies and crap, like I can do a whole video of just that if you guys want to see that, because like this thing is full of gardening stuff and full of seeds. I have so many seeds, it's not even funny. And I just can't get over these little sweet alyssums. Look at those. I know I put way too many in here. I didn't know they were all going to germinate so well. I should have put like half of the amount in here. It's probably going to be bad, but hopefully hopefully they survive. I really love Sweet Alyssum. And Sweet Alyssum, supposedly you can make a tea out of it or eat it, but do your own research. Don't just trust me because I'm a noob. Definitely do your own research on that. They smell really good, that's for sure. But anyway, I'm gonna let you guys go and have a great day, and I'll try to get better at doing YouTube videos. Like, I'll try to get better, but it is hard for me to keep up with these days. There's just so much other stuff going on. But before I go, let me show you my hinges that need washed and painted. This I was using as like a little station to like work on things without getting like paint on my floor and without getting dirt everywhere. And then I've got my paint supplies and my cabinet doors with my little knobs. I love these. These are so pretty. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Bye! So before I go, I just want to shout out my patrons. They're on the screen right now, and I just want to thank them so much for supporting me. They're always so super kind and sweet, and they help me out a lot. Thank you guys so much for being patrons.